Tommy Robinson's arrest underscores the complex dynamic between far-right mobilisation and anti-racism opposition in the UK. The Unite the Kingdom march yesterday, ostensibly organised to protect the children, leaves ambiguous issues. I mean, it's a question of precisely who are the children being protected from. Though it implies a defensive posture against perceived threats associated with immigration and multiculturalism, doesn't it? The rhetoric appeals to nationalist sentiments, with Robinson's supporters brandishing flags and messages echoing populist pro-Trump sentiments. While Robinson's supporters protested about his detention also under the Terrorism Act for failing to provide access to his phone data, which is frankly absurd, isn't it? The rally was overshadowed by a larger question. Was this gathering an expression of solidarity with Robinson, or a symbolic stand against broader immigration issues? And that ambiguity is something that coloured the events yesterday. The mix of placards advocating for deportation policies and nationalistic themes reflects the unspoken yet discernible fear of cultural erosion that Robinson often vocalises. When I did a few pieces about Robinson's march yesterday, and various comments came back saying I didn't understand what I was talking about, and I was being simplistic in talking about racism and talking about anti-immigration. But the point is, this Unite the Kingdom march was deliberately ambiguous. Counter-protests led by Stand Up to Racism try in a way to clarify exactly what the Unite the Kingdom march was about. But of course they are simplifying it as well. There are many people in the Unite the Kingdom marches who were literally being patriotic. There were people undoubtedly in the Unite the Kingdom marches who were being anti-Islamic or anti-immigrant. The Stand Up to Racism pointedly highlight that anti-racism message and voiced with solidarity with refugees, emphasising Britain's diversity. The police, deploying a significant presence, managed to keep both groups largely separated to avoid the clashes, but the tensions were palpable. Robinson's arrest for contempt of court, a charge stemming from his repeated defamatory statements against a Syrian refugee, adds a judicial dimension to this controversy. And there's a question about why would he come back, given the fact that he was already wanted in court. And this underlines how his ongoing legal struggles have become a rallying point for his supporters, who view his detainment as an attack on free speech. And when it comes to Tommy Robinson's legal issues, I'm afraid I have quite a lot of sympathy. I think he is being harried and harassed by the courts, and mostly on technicalities. But that doesn't stop the fact that these marches are a flashpoint for nastiness. In effect, the march reveals deeper ideological factions within British society centering on race, immigration and nationalism, those three issues. And the symbolic protection that Robinson's camp claims to seek against unspecified threats fuels far-right narratives that, though often implicit in racial prejudice, rarely need explicit racial discourse to draw their followers. With his court appearance imminent, Robinson's influence on far-right activism remains divisive, fueling marches that continue to spotlight a festering cultural and political tension within the UK.